Hey guys, what's going on? SpitBrix here, back for another LEGO Mixel video, and in this video I have the top 10 best LEGO Mixel mixes. Be sure to stick around for the whole entire video, because these mixes are epic. Now, I am back with the top 10 best mixes. These are my favorite mixes out of all the mixes from the LEGO Mixels line. Your guys' may be different, so be sure to comment down below your guys' favorites after the video. Without further ado, let's get started. Coming in at number 10 is a mix created from Jog as well as Tentro, both from Series 2 of the Mixels line, and together they make this pretty cool looking mix. This guy, you can obviously see the features from both these Mixels, the head from Jog and the legs from Tentro, together making a pretty good looking build. I really like this build, especially the mouth and the tail, just mixed with the colors. The colors look pretty cool. I also like the spikes above the eyes from Tentro. And overall, pretty cool looking mix. Definitely this guy would help out the Mixels be able to perform their tasks and defeat the Nixels once and for all. Coming in at number 9 is a more recent mix. This is from Screeno and Compax, and together they create this mix, which has a big ol' Screeno head and Compax's body. Basically, in this mix, Compax has forfeited his little tiny eye in exchange for Screeno's super huge television head. Also, Compax has given up one of his shovel hands so that Screeno can bring along his microphone with him as well. Overall, a pretty funny looking mix, but also a pretty cool one. I really like how the tie on Screeno is actually on the mouth now with the mix, which is kind of cool, and overall some really nice features on this mix. Definitely would be very helpful in Mixopolis, getting things done, cleaning up the streets, and reporting for Mix TV. Coming in at number 8 is a mix between Flamzer and Glowbert from Series 4, and together they make one of the coolest mixes, definitely earning themselves the number 8 spot on this list. I really like how this guy turned out, using Glowbert's big ol' eye as well as his wings, but also incorporating Flamzer's flaming tail and creating some legs, not using either one of these Mixels, and creating a brand new set of feet, which I thought was really awesome. I really like whenever mixes do that. They don't just use characteristics from both, but also incorporate new things from the combination of both of the pieces. So overall, really cool. You can also see he has some red horns sticking out of the top of his head, kind of like a devil, which is pretty spooky. Definitely would not want to run into this guy in a dark alleyway. Coming in at number 7 is a ginormous mix, and in my opinion, this guy could probably be a max. With just a few more added pieces, this guy could definitely be a max for its own tribe. This guy is a combination of Velectro as well as Seismo, and together they make this huge thing. Now this thing's got some insane characteristics on him. I love the super long legs, which is from Seismo, and then of course he has some big ol' eyebrows on the top right before you get to Velectro's big bush hairpiece, which is always really cool to see on Mixels. Gives him a lot of character. He's got some 2 big buck teeth on the front and 2 eyes that are going different ways. Very crazy looking Mixel. He's also got some shoulder pads up on the top that actually I guess you could pretend were wings as well if you really wanted to, but in my opinion looks like some armor. So really cool. Really like how this guy turned out. Great color combinations. Both these Mixels are from Series 1 and together create an amazing Series 1 LEGO Mixels mix. Coming in at number 6 is a mix between Chilbo and Camzo, and together they create this mean looking mix. This mix definitely wants to get his job done so that he can go on and do other things that he definitely wants to do. Looks like he's very unhappy with what he's doing right now. Those eyebrows are from Chilbo, who kind of has a mean appearance in general, but overall a really creative looking mix. I really like how they use characteristics from both of them. But overall, a pretty generic mix, but I do like the color combinations on them, and just some really nice character. I love whenever Mixels aren't just the ordinary Mixels that we see all the time, and this mix definitely shows some different characteristics and different builds that we have not seen very much. Coming in at number 5 is a mix from Series 7 containing Camelot and Tapsy, and together they create this super creative mix, which has one arm holding the drumstick from Tapsy, and the other arm is Camelot's axe arm. You can see Camelot's main headpiece right there in the middle with his red flag showing off on the very top. And on the bottom part of this build is mostly Tapsy. You can see that he did keep 2 of his little symbol pieces or symbols, and they did keep the Mixels printed tile, which is always cool to see in these sets. Really awesome to get these printed pieces, so definitely good to use them whenever we're doing mixes, merps, and maxes. So definitely excited to see that on this mix. Overall, really creative. Really like how you can see the personalities from both of these guys, and overall looks pretty cool. Coming in at number 4 is a mix between 2 Clinkers, Gox, and Jinky, and together they make this very large mix. Now, I was actually very surprised whenever I saw this mix whenever this series came out, because this mix is so large. This guy could definitely be a max if there were just a few more pieces on him, and of course used all 3 of the members from this tribe. Now, I really like how they built this guy. Looks really awesome. I love all the features from each of these 2 Clinkers put into this. I really like how they use Jinky's arms up at the very top for like some sort of like ear sort of pieces, as well as Gox's claws, which are used as a little like ear claw or ear spike on the side of his face. Overall, you can see that this guy is built really nicely. Lots of ball and socket joints. He's got ball and socket joints for his hands and his legs, which is really awesome. And a very uniquely built head, which resembles Jinky a little bit. And then, of course, the body, which is pretty interesting. Down on the very bottom, his legs are very skinny, but do support his weight. Overall, a really cool mix. Got some really good color combination. Really like this mix between Gox and Jinky. Coming in at number 3 is one of the newer mixes. This is a mix between both Series 9 members, Sweeps and Spinza, and together they make this pretty cool looking mix. He has obviously features from each of these guys, not much of a difference, just basically putting Sweeps' arms onto Spinza. You can see Spinza's 3 legs. Basically the bottom of this build is completely Spinza. There isn't really any differences to it. And then of course they add in all the green pieces from Sweeps for the head, and they even keep Spinza's eyes, which I thought was pretty interesting, but they do go off of the different ideas from Sweeps, and I really like how they use the sweepers. Obviously I really like any build that has those pieces in it, and overall a really cool looking build. Would definitely like to have this guy on display in my room. I think he looks really cool, have a lot of play features on him, and would overall be a lot of fun to build. Coming in at number 2, this was one of the first mixes we ever got instructions for. This is a mix from 2 Series 1 members, Flane and Volectro, and together they make this absolutely amazing mix. I love the color combinations on these guys. Volectro's transparent blue studs on this guy gives it some really cool look. A good contrast between fire and electricity. I really like how they used Flane as kind of a basis and then substituted some of those red bricks out for yellow bricks of Volectros. I also really like how this mix is holding the flames from Flane, so it looks like he has flames coming out of his hands, and overall a really cool looking mix. This guy's one of the most visually appealing mixes I think that there is out there, definitely earning itself a number 2 spot on this list. But it's only number 2, and that means there's one even better. Number 1. Coming in at number 1, this is a mix between Rocket and Bernard. These 2 Series 4 Mixels combined to make, in my opinion, the best mix that we have ever gotten from this LEGO Mixels line. absolutely stunning build. I love how this guy turned out. He's got all that armor on there, and I really like how they actually used mostly the same build pattern as Rocket, but then substituting in a lot of red. I love the flame that's coming out of the back of him, and overall just his amazing appearance. I love the color combinations on him, and that he's holding those laser beams like Rocket. A great build in general. I really like the spikes and all these little added details onto this guy. I think this guy is very detailed compared to a lot of mixes that we have gotten before that definitely did not make this list, but this mix from Rocket and Bernard definitely creating the #1 mix on this list. Absolutely stunning build, and those are the top 10 LEGO Mixels best mixes. Be sure to comment your guys' favorite mixes down below in the comment section. I'm very interested to see which ones are your guys' favorites. My favorite being the one that you just saw with Rocket and Bernard together. I think it's an absolutely amazing mix, and you guys can express your guys' thoughts down in the comment section below. I'm also taking video requests, so if you guys want to see a specific Mixel video or any LEGO theme video, be sure to let me know down in the comment section as well. I'm very open to some new ideas. I've been getting a lot of ideas lately, which is super awesome, and I highly appreciate you guys for that. If you guys are new, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. My name is SpitBrix. I post a whole bunch of other LEGO videos. Be sure to go and check that out, and until the next video, I'll see you guys later.